This seasoned marketing expert
I have 14 years of experience in digital marketing.
battles a total beginner supercharged with AI.
I have 0 years of digital marketing experience.
They'll face off across 3 challenges, and our expert judges won't know who created what until after they vote.
This is way harder than I thought.
It's human versus machine in a battle for marketing supremacy.
My entire career and livelihood and job is on the line with this. Hey Liz, lovely to meet you, and apologies that I have to destroy you. You see, there is more at stake here than just my fragile little ego. As far as I'm concerned, I'm fighting for the souls of marketing creatives everywhere.
Oh my God. Okay, Ryan. Wish you best of luck.
Let the games begin.
In this competition, you are a digital marketer hired by a famous Italian chef.
The chef's main product is an online course teaching people how to cook his signature Italian dishes. Create a post for the Italian chef's social media feed. You have 30 minutes to complete the challenge. Clock starts now.
Potential starting line: I've cooked thousands of Italian dishes and one still stumps me. So we've introduced a kind of curiosity hook at this point. Hopefully people will care about that as they're scrolling through a feed.
Can you create a social media graphic for me? Oh my God. Okay, something's loading.
We want this post to feel like it's from an Italian nonna. It's her deepest, darkest secret. Nobody else has access to this privileged information. Act quickly to get this PDF recipe. In exchange for that, I think we do something useful for this website. We can probably ask for an email address or a reshare or something like that.
Oh, wow. This is hilarious. I mean, it's cool that AI is producing these graphics, but they are feeling a little bit like the clip art that we used to use in Word. And I'm gonna play around with it a little bit.
It really would help if I could spell ravioli. I will learn by the end of this exercise. Ravioli.
This text, it just doesn't feel super authentic. It doesn't read well to me. Master the Art of Italian Cooking School now.
And then I think we can probably really hammer this home by listing out some of the explicit benefits that you will earn through downloading this recipe. You'll learn the secrets to silky pasta dough, my top tip for umami-rich bolognese, and the one cooking tip I wish I'd known a decade earlier.
I like it, but I don't love it.
So I've made a few edits to this. I've taken out a few words that might trigger some people into thinking this is a bit spammy or a bit dodgy, like visit the secret page. That was, I think, a bit overkill. I think the thing I want to do now is dig out a really great looking ravioli picture. This is definitely an area now where AI has a huge advantage, because if you are so inclined, you can generate amazing, really mouth-watering food images or product photography or even images of people, and the only thing you have to watch out for is occasional deformed hands or strange faces in the background.
It looks like it says Master the Art of P-Italian Cooking School. Lots of errors in this graphic. I'm not feeling super great about this right now. How much time do I have?
Yeah, we found a few pictures. Some of them look, no offense to this person, but that looks pretty terrible. I wouldn't eat that. This one looks good. I think we're playing into this authenticity, this sense of kind of secrecy around cooking. I reckon this could perform well.
I like this. Okay, beautiful. Now let's work on the caption.
I didn't include any hashtags in this post for the simple reason that it looks and feels like marketing when people do that, and that is the opposite vibe we want to cultivate here. AI will do 50 hashtags and they'll all be terrible.
Hashtag Italian cooking, hashtag homemade pasta, hashtag cooking classes, hashtag virtual cooking. All right, where did these hashtags come from? Are they frequently searched?
So, most social media posts use hashtags, generative AI will use hashtags. But the problem with any best practice is the more people do it, the less effective it becomes. So actually a lot of good social media is doing things that are slightly unusual, becoming pattern interrupting, things that deviate from the status quo.
Rework the caption to be attention grabbing. Dreaming of mastering authentic Italian dishes? That feels if I don't like the dreaming for some reason. Okay, honestly, I like the original that AI gave me. I'm gonna go with that, seeing as I'm almost out of time. Beautiful.
Okay. Hashtag Italian cooking, homemade pasta, cooking classes, virtual cooking, authentic Italian, in Annalina's kitchen, pasta lovers learn to cook.
I've cooked thousands of Italian dishes, but one still stumped me. Ravioli. Easy. Let's do it.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Number 2?
Yes.
Yes, number 2. Number 2 was hands down better. Yeah, I think the first one was just a hard sales pitch, but the intent on social media isn't so much to buy or to join a $100 cooking class. And so without any warm-up, conversion rates would be extremely low.
Now in marketing, people really want some authenticity. So everything is the same. And if everything is the same and everybody is an artist, then no one is an artist. And then a lot of valuable things get lost.
An ad's job is to be catchy enough to get clicks and bring in the right audience.
Write copy for a Google ad that will get people to click on the chef's course.
You have 15 minutes to complete the challenge. Clock starts now. That's not a lot of time, and in some ways, the shorter the marketing copy is, the harder it is to write. If AI was going to beat me anywhere, it would probably be this challenge.
Looks like there's some different types of ads. Okay, I will just go with the search ad. These ads appear at the top of Google searches results.
All right, we'll assume we're going to go with this format. We'll do a headline, a description, 30 characters, and then 90 characters, and that will be our constraint.
I like that AI is telling me that there's like a 30 character max limit. I did not know that.
Let's see how many characters this is. See, this is the kind of area where I think AI would be quite helpful. It doesn't always follow these rules, but when it does, you can just tell it to limit the ideas it generates to 30 characters or 90 characters. You don't have to do any of this manual, laborious character counting.
Write me a Google ad for Natalina's cooking course.
I'm just starting by writing out the objective in front of me. Very good to always keep this front of mind for this type of copy. We have an end goal that we want to get to, and everything we write needs to be in service of that end goal.
So they've come up with these 3 headlines for me. Is this incorporating the most effective SEO words? Let's refine the ad copy to ensure we're maximizing its SEO potential. Beautiful.
General rule, it's a good idea to delete repeated words if you're looking for word economy and brevity. So we probably don't need to say the word Italian 3 times in that description. 2 is probably plenty.
Okay, so now it almost feels like the SEO words are like really being forced in, and it just doesn't feel super like authentic. But then again, I don't know if Google Ads need it to be super authentic.
I'm about halfway through time and I'm feeling pretty good actually. I've been brainstorming a bunch of ideas and I find these interesting. I would probably click some of these. So I think that's a good indicator that we're heading in the right direction.
Dropping it into the challenge. Beautiful.
I definitely psyched myself out a little bit, doing this. It's so hard to know with advertising. This is where AI may have the edge if it comes up with a gajillion different options. We will see.
Submission 1. Headlines. Italy's best food in your kitchen. Descriptions. Online Italian cookery course taught by a pro chef. Master authentic Italian dishes. Online pasta course taught by a pro chef. Learn the secrets of authentic Italian. Online pasta course taught by a pro chef.
Virtual Italian cooking classes for beginners and food lovers. Cook Italian food from home. Call to action. Enroll now or sign up today. It's tough.
Oh, yeah, you were right. It is harder.
There's less context,
Yeah.
which makes it harder, which I think it makes AI actually great at.
They're starting to jumble together for me.
Yeah. All right, you ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. We both chose 2, which is AI, right? I'm gonna say it is AI.
Oh, wow.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
I knew that it was AI. It was very clear that it was AI.
Why?
The second one was more direct, and with the Google ad, I think that you do need to be a little bit more direct.
So also, if you block the third, if you look at the first one from Ryan, Italy's best food in your kitchen, ravioli, gnocchi, cacio e pepe. It could be an ad for delivery, Italian food delivery, like Green Chef or whatever.
Yeah, I think that AI is very good for writing these short ads like Google Ads. I think that means rest in peace, ad copywriters. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. And you know what? Like, I'm not an ad copywriter. Like, that's not where my expertise is. And so, like, maybe they would look at Ryan's and say, like, that's 20 times better.
Write a blog post to drive traffic to the chef's website.
You have 2 hours to complete the challenge. Clock starts now.
Okay. 2 hours seems like a long time to write a blog post.
So generally 2 hours is not very long to write a good search optimized blog post. At least that's not very long for a human to do it.
So I'm asking ChatGPT, what are people searching for when learning to cook Italian food? Looks like number 1 is classic Italian recipes. Okay, I'm gonna say of these, which is the most popular search? How to make pasta from scratch. Okay. ChatGPT just keeps giving me searches. We're at 8 now. Okay, but they gave me 8.
I just had an idea as I was outlining. I want to cover the specific recipes, techniques. So why don't I dump those into Ahrefs Keywords Explorer to see if there are related long tail variations of this that I can talk about and include, and maybe get an extra bit of search volume off the back of this article. Now, all of these already have great volume, so I think it's important to include these. A little bit too high keyword difficulty, potentially, considering our website, but something like how to make ragu seems very promising.
Okay. Oh no. You've hit the free plan limit for ChatGPT. Responses will use another model until your limit resets.
So what we're going to do is have a look at matching terms just to see if there are any versions of this that we should definitely include. And what we can do is we can filter keyword difficulty down to something more manageable for us. So let's say 30, and let's put in the lowest DR filter, 30. So websites that have a domain rating of 30 or less show up in the top 5 search results for all of these keywords. So that means if we target these, there's a very good chance that we will rank as well.
Since I'm gonna make pasta kind of the theme of this blog post, write me a blog post about pasta for an online Italian cooking school. Ooh, love it. Mastering the art of pasta, a beginner's guide. Cute, I like it. So one concern that I have right off the bat is just like, where is ChatGPT getting this from? I mean, I don't want to plagiarize.
To make pasta sauce with tomato paste. Not very authentic. Don't think we're going to include that one. How to make Italian tomato sauce. That's a good one. 100 searches a month. 17 keyword difficulty, informational intent. So I'll probably either work these just into the text as I write, or I may even include them as H3 subheaders if that feels like a natural way of covering this information. Google tends to weight information in headers slightly more highly than it does in other parts of the article text.
Are there any errors in this blog post? Okay, let's go over step by step to ensure there's no errors. Let's add the apostrophe. I will say this part's a little time consuming. Like, every time I make an edit, it just rewrites the article. One of the directions here is salt the water. I've never heard that phrase before. I feel like I would say add salt to the water. I'm just gonna ask, is salt the water a common phrase? Commonly used in cooking contexts. Okay, to make it more clear, we could revise it as generously salt the water. Yes, let's revise it. Thank you.
1 hour to go. I want to write these next 2 sections, try and get a couple of images, and spend a bit of time on the title. I
am really happy with this blog post. I'm going to copy and paste it. Okay, beautiful.
"60 seconds left, even less than that, 30 seconds left, my goodness. We have a whole article. We've covered 3 fundamental Italian cooking techniques, sofrito, ragu, and a nice tomato sauce. I think this is well search optimized. We've got loads of great subtopics, we've got internal links, external links, we've got meta description. I think it's a good title tag we've got a nice call to action at the end. I even found some Creative Commons imagery that we could include just to to make this look a bit better and a bit less of a wall of text. Fingers crossed, we will have to see how this goes. Good luck, ChatGPT. I think you're going to need it for this one.
Mastering the art of pasta, your ultimate guide to Italian cooking.
All right, that's number 1. Number 2, master the 3 fundamental Italian cooking techniques. I know which one I like better tenfold. Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. We both chose 2.
Yes. Good job.
Very, very obvious.
Yes.
Did you know?
Yeah. The writing is very fluffy. It doesn't really get into authentic, real stuff. It gives like the most basic recipes, but not fundamental recipes. And another thing also is that every sentence, you know where it's going, right?
Yeah.
The grammar is almost perfect, but in the other one, it's more about storytelling and more poetic.
I don't really feel like I could learn anything from this. Like, I don't think that I could master the art of pasta. This person used 11 exclamation points. But the question is always for me, is it really that exciting? The second thing is that the pitch at the end of the blog post was a hard pitch for the Italian cooking school. And I'm personally of the belief that you should try to bring them in with a softer ask.
And in the end, there was also a really giveaway. It said something about, don't worry, I've got you covered. And every time I hear this, I get a little bit sick in my mouth.
The moment of truth has arrived. Our digital marketing champion is.
Oh, thank God.
So Ryan, you may have won this time, but let's do this challenge again next year. We'll see if AI is able to learn and adapt and humanize itself a bit more to be the best digital marketer.